Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Everybody, thank you for joining us today to Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty Impact Day. So just for a couple of tips for an enjoyable webinar, it's helpful to have pen and paper or a tablet on hand to take some notes. And if you're experiencing any technical difficulty, you can text me at 954-579-7555, and I will try to assist you as best that I can. And you can view your own control panel by clicking on the arrows in the upper right-hand corner section of your screen, and you can type in a question or a chat as we will review these throughout the presentation today. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you our Vice President of the East Coast, Carol Stover. Carol, it's all yours.
Thank you, Stacy. And we are definitely glad you joined us this morning. And we love to have questions. So please, I encourage you, put those in chat and we're all going to learn from them. Welcome to Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty's Impact Day. As Stacy said, my name is Carol Stover, Vice President of the East Coast region. And this is a great way to start your day this morning by tuning into Impact Day. Together, we're going to learn about the tools and services designed to enhance and benefit your real estate career. We do have a dynamic lineup of real estate professionals this morning that are going to walk us through the services, the products, the tools available to each one of us that will help grow our business. Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty has two regional vice presidents. Elaine Blandon oversees Orange, Osceola, Seminole, Manatee, Hillsborough, Sarasota, Brevard, Lake, and Alachua counties. I have the pleasure of overseeing the Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. Ray Mesa is our president and CEO. Currently, Ray oversees our Southwest region. That's comprised of Collier, Lee, and Charlotte counties. Ray is very active in the National Association of Realtors, Florida Realtors, as well as his local association, the Miami Association of Realtors. In 2021, Ray achieved the National Association of Realtors Emeritus status. This recognizes his 40 cumulative years of membership in the National Association of Realtors. It also recognizes his valuable and lasting contributions to our industry. Once again, Ray has been named to the Swampole Power 200 for 2023. The Swampole 200 is a comprehensive roster of leading CEOs and senior executives whose leadership and experience drive the industry and their organization. Ray does an outstanding job keeping us up to date with newsworthy industry information. Please be sure and read his valuable email. Joining us today is Eric Spotswood, Regional Market Manager for Prosperity Home Mortgage. Prosperity Home Mortgage is a full-service mortgage banker specializing in residential and refinance loans. Prosperity Home Mortgage offers a wide range of products, which Eric is going to review with us today. I have personally worked with Eric and his team, and I have witnessed their dedication to you and to your customers. Prosperity Home Mortgage is all about doing it right and getting it right. Next, we will hear from Rob Dutcher, Business Development Manager for Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. Rob will navigate us through the closing process. Closing the Florida Title and Guarantee Agency is the #1 ingredient for a successful closing. Florida Title offers a wide variety of training and educational classes each month. Be sure to talk with your local rep to find out when the classes are being offered. In addition, many of their classes come with CE credits. Those we can all use. So please talk to your rep today and find out what the January schedule is. Next, we'll welcome Tracy Blaylock. Tracy is the account executive with American Home Shield. A home warranty from American Home Shield gives your buyers and your sellers the protection they need. Give your customers industry-leading coverage with American Home Shield. They will keep the home up and running and the customer's budget on track, something we can all use. You will see Tracy and her colleagues during your office sales meetings. Next, I want to introduce Linda Lindenmoyer. She's our Vice President of Business Development, Relocation, and Referrals. She is handling today our relocation business and projects and covering for a couple of her team members. So handling her portion of the call will be Stacy Benedict. You're going to learn when Stacy talks about relocation about the business opportunities designed to enhance your earning potential plus grow your network base. We are super proud of our Home Services Florida Realty Relocation Department. They continue to earn numerous awards throughout the country, most recently from AIRS, Broker Network Bronze Level. That was for exceeding all standards and maintaining a commitment to the highest level of customer service. We appreciate Linda and her team. Our final presenter today will be Stacy Benedict, Vice President of E-commerce and Marketing. Stacy is going to walk us through the tools and products designed to grow our business, plus help increase our name awareness. We are indeed a very special company. 4 years ago, we were welcomed into the Home Services of America Company, an affiliate of Berkshire Hathaway. I love Warren Buffett's quote. He said, "A home is one of the most important assets that most people will ever buy. Homes are also where memories are made, and you want to work with someone you can trust." We are honored to be a part of the Home Services team. Home Services is an outstanding organization with a world-class portfolio of real estate brands led by an experienced leadership team. Becoming a member of the Home Services family of companies gives us a very unique opportunity to grow and better serve our customers, plus you, our sales professionals. And while our roots are deep residential real estate, we are an ever-expanding family of real estate brokerage, mortgage, title, and insurance companies. Each company enjoys strong brand recognition while sharing the same guiding principles of honesty, integrity, commitment, and delivering a superior customer experience. I love this map. Just look at this. This demonstrates the Home Services of America, Berkshire Hathaway affiliate companies. This is the nation's premier provider of home ownership services. You're going to recognize some very familiar real estate brands on here. Home Services is also the owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services franchise network. Remember, Home Services is local real estate. That's you and me with a nationwide reach. And this graph, this picture certainly demonstrates that nationwide reach. In 2021, the Home Services family of companies facilitated over 395,000 transactions. That's $203 billion in sales value. In 2021, based on Real Estate Trends 500 reports, Home Services earned the #1 ranking in closed transactions and is the #1 core service provider. It is a strong, successful company with a culture of integrity and long-term investment. Love that slide. In 2021, our sales volume, Florida Realty sales volume, we exceeded $4.6 billion with over 14,000 real estate transactions. Florida Realty consistently ranks in the top 15 companies in the Berkshire Hathaway network of companies. And in the state of Florida, we have been ranked the #1 Berkshire Hathaway affiliate in sales volume and number of units. We have a great deal to be proud of and grateful to each one of you for that success. We are indeed a full-service brokerage. We were founded in 1999. We are 24 years young this year. Our company is comprised of 30 branch offices across the state and serving 22 counties with over 1,700 sales professionals. As a matter of convenience for you and your customers, you are welcome at any time to use any of our office locations. Just be sure to have your business card handy when you visit another office. Our company, Florida Realty, is very diversified and uniquely positioned to assist home buyers and sellers from many different countries. Just take a look at the languages spoken throughout our firm. Among our 1,700 sales professionals, there are 34 languages spoken. If you fluently speak a second language, please be sure to let your managing broker know. Let's talk about the brand. The Berkshire Hathaway brand is one of the most respected names in business worldwide. Warren Buffett said, "You will gain from the strength of those around you." Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices is a real estate brokerage network built for a new era in residential real estate. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices is among the very few organizations entrusted to use the world-renowned Berkshire Hathaway name. And according to the Forbes 2022-2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the third largest company in the world. Strength, integrity, longevity, and excellence make up the DNA of Berkshire Hathaway. Just check out some of the Berkshire Hathaway companies. You will see some very familiar household brands. And I will tell you, you want to be sure to go to the BHHS Resource Center to learn how you personally can save on some of these products and services with discounts and benefits. And that's all because of your brand affiliation. For 2021, according to Fortune magazine, the Berkshire Hathaway brand is the 6th most admired company worldwide and has ranked among the top 10 companies for the past 15 years. The Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices real estate network is comprised of more than 50,000 sales professionals with nearly 1,500 offices operating in 47 states. In 2021, the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices network closed over 396,000 transactions. That represents more than $179 billion in sales volume. The iconic Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices brand, you can find us in Canada, Mexico, the Bahamas, Aruba, Greece, Italy, Portugal, Spain, the United Kingdom, India, and the United Arab Emirates. You'll definitely want your business card handy when you visit those offices. And be sure to take a photo of yourself with time. The network member we are looking at is a great visual that shows the reach of the Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate Network. This is a page you are definitely going to want to have for your listing presentations. And yes, this map can be found in the BHHS Resource Center. Show me the money, and we would be happy to do just that when you refer a potential recruit to your managing broker. We would love for you to refer a colleague to any of our 30 branch offices, and if they're hired, you will receive $400 at the recruit's first closing, plus an additional $400 when the recruit has their second closing. Now, what easier way can you make $800? Refer a colleague to your managing broker today. And we've made it super simple for you to get that information to us. Simply log on to our company's intranet at www.floridarealtyintranet.com. From the home page, you're going to scroll down to Team Building 2.0, the Sales Professional Referral Form. Open up the PDF to complete the form, and you can either email that form to careers@bhhsfloridarealty.net or simply give a copy of it to your managing broker. We thank you in advance for helping us to grow. I love this. Love the kids. Our strong culture aligns with our belief in giving back. All Sunshine Kids activities are free of charge to the children and their families. thousands of children have enjoyed group activities, adventure trips, and most importantly, the emotional support they need during one of the most very difficult times of their young lives. The Sunshine Kids is a nonprofit organization not dependent on any government funding. All the monies, they come from individuals like you, like me, foundations, and corporations. Since 2001, Florida Realty has raised over $3.9 million thanks to your efforts. We are the #1 Sunshine Kids fundraiser in Florida. I would ask that you go to www.sskchampions.com, or you can simply text SSK to 50155 to donate. Plus, we've made it super simple. You can sign up for automatic commission contributions. Just talk to your managing broker, and they'll help you get that set up. Thank you in advance for your support and dedication to the Sunshine Kids. Buying or selling a home is a very emotional experience, and people need an expert person to partner with. That's you, a trusted real estate advisor. You'll advise them on the smartest moves possible. A Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty sales professional, you're the stability that consumers need in a world that never stops moving and changing. By tuning in today, you've taken an important step in discovering how you can continue to be that knowledgeable, trusted real estate professionals that your customers are counting on. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. You are an important part of our company, our culture, and our future. You are in the right place, at the right time, and with the right company. We are glad you are here. Joining us now is Eric Spotswood, Regional Market Manager with Prosperity Home Mortgage. Welcome, Eric, and it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate it. And hello to everybody around the state. So if everybody thought this was the time for a quick bathroom break or to go get a cup of coffee because the lending guy is up, take a pause for a second. Give me a minute of your time, and I promise I won't put you to sleep while we're talking. So as Carol mentioned, my name's Eric Spotswood. I'm the Regional Market Manager with Prosperity Home Mortgage. I cover all of our offices across the state of Florida. So I will be coming soon to an office near you. So look forward to meeting all of you face to face. So a lot of people have never heard of Prosperity Home Mortgage, and it's because we're the team behind the team. So we've actually been around for a very long time. As you can see there, we've almost been around for 40 years. And the beautiful thing about us, just like Berkshire Hathaway, is we're across the country. So if you have somebody who's buying a home or selling a home in Colorado or in Texas or in California and they need help, and you're looking to pair them up with one of your Berkshire Hathaway peers, I can also pair them up with one of my expert lending advisors. The reason we're in all those offices is because you own us. So if you look for a company that has your best interest in mind, look no further than the one that you own. So that is the reason why we're here, but we're not just here just because we're owned by Berkshire Hathaway. As you can see on the list below, we're one of the top mortgage companies in the country. We're recognized by Mortgage Executive Magazine and Scotsman's Guide as one of the top companies that are out there. And who doesn't love a good online review? 4.97 out of 5 stars. So my ask to you all is don't use us because you own us. Don't use us because we happen to sit in your office. Use us because we're really, really good at what we do. So a little bit more about us. You know, we're founded by realtors, and that's the reason I think that we have so much synergy with Berkshire Hathaway, because we weren't acquired until 2017. But the reason Berkshire Hathaway, who already owned lending arms, chose to have us in the offices across the country is they saw that the cultural synergy was really tight between us. And with that, what I mean is you all aren't transactional brokers. You're relational brokers. You're looking to be trusted advisors for your client. You're focused on your sphere of influence and growing that repeat business. That's the same way that we're wired. We're in here, I've lost money on loans happily because I know it's the best thing to do for clients, and I know it's the best thing to do for you and your repeat business. So because of that synergy, that's the reason why Berkshire Hathaway thought we were going to be the best group to pair with you across the country, and boy, what a fun ride that has been. So on to the next slide, I want to talk to you about a couple things that we have to offer, and it's this group right here. So one of the things that we have a benefit of, I like to say that we're the third bowl of porridge in the Goldilocks story. We're not some small local bank that maybe doesn't have all the technology and all the programs and all that a big lender is going to have. We have all the tools. In the slide before, you saw that we had all these programs that are out there, really every program that you could hope for. We have all the technology from everything that they can do online, but really the difference is these people here. I was able to hand select this team, build them from scratch, and they really are people that care about the business, that care about service, and are people that are looking at it to make sure that we're functioning in a way that builds repeat business for you and your clients. But it's not just the people if I don't give them the tools. So in the next slide, I want to tell you some of these tools here that I have to offer you that are really going to help make a difference in your process. So one of the things that I know is the biggest struggle for you as a realtor is you don't have control over a lot of the process. One of the things that me and my team does is offer you more control. And when I say more control, I mean more control from a connectivity standpoint. We're not a bank. We're not open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday because none of you work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. We work 24/7, 365 days a year because that's when you work. The other control you can get is if something goes awry. If you have a loan with a client who's working with Rocket Mortgage and something goes wrong and it's Saturday, who are you calling to get that right? If it's Bank of America, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. If it's a large bank and you have something and it went wrong and it's 8 o'clock on a Friday, who do you call? The answer here is me. I'm here local, like I mentioned, in the state. I'm dedicated to Berkshire Hathaway agents and making sure that we're moving the needle. If you need anything, you call me, you text me, you email me, we will absolutely jump on it for you. So we have all the connectivity of a small bank, but all the products and benefits of a large bank. Another way that I'm going to offer you more control, and actually you hit a slide right before. That's a great offer, the sneak peek. Another thing that I'm going to give you in more control is control over the strength of your approval. So the way that most processes are going to work is you're going to get that pre-approval. You're going to ask a client if they've been pre-approved. They're going to say yes. Nothing happens with that pre-approval until they get a contract. Now, why, you might ask? The reason is money. Because if a bank is going to do more, a lender is going to do more with that file, I have to include underwriters, processors, compliance groups, and that's all money that they spend. But what happens if that client doesn't get a loan? Or what if they do and they don't pick you? You've spent all that money and you don't recoup any. So the way most lenders are going to work is wait till you get a contract. So now that I know you're dedicated to working with me, then I'm going to commit it. We go the other way around. And again, talking about the cultural synergy, we're in it for the experience. So we offer our Buyer's Advantage program. This is absolutely no cost, no obligation to your client. What we're going to do is do a full underwrite on the file while they're shopping. So the reason that's a benefit, and the reason sometimes a pre-approval letter will fall apart before closing is, I equate it to like if you took your car into the shop. So if you took your car into the shop and you said it's making this noise, they would say, well, it might be this. But inevitably, they're going to call you later on that day and say, well, really the problem is this, this, and this. You're going to say, well, why didn't you let me know that earlier? And they're going to say, well, I didn't look under the hood of the car. I didn't know. That's what a pre-approval letter is. We don't know what we don't know because we haven't actually looked under the hood of the car. We haven't gotten the documentation to validate everything from a client. So in our Buyer's Advantage process, I will gather all that while you're shopping. It's inherently less stressful for the client because when you're under contract, the timeline's clicking. Everybody's kind of moving towards that finish line. It's very stressful. When you're out there shopping, it's a lot easier to move around. I'll vet it out. If there's a problem, I'll identify it while you're shopping, before an earnest money deposit's on the line, before a contract's on the line, to make things easier for a client. The other thing it'll allow you to do is when you're putting in offers, it will absolutely strengthen that offer because you're not putting in an offer with a generic pre-approval letter. You're putting it in with a fully underwritten loan commitment. And when we give you that loan commitment, I'll also give you a guarantee that we'll close on time, or we'll give that seller $10,000 is another way to make sure your offer is standing out. So that's us handing out money. Another person that we hand out money to is our VA clients. If there's any veterans on the call, if there's any family of veterans, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for what you've done for me and my family. It means the world to me. And it means the world to Prosperity as well. One of the things that we do for our VA clients, we waive our origination fee. We don't charge anything for that. And we credit back the cost of the appraisal at the closing table. There is no one in the industry that is going to do a VA loan for cheaper than us, and I'll go toe-to-toe and say that nobody's going to do it faster than me as well. Another group of people, teachers, first responders, I'll waive my origination fee just as a thank you for what they do for our community as well. Another thing, kind of going back to the control that I mentioned we're giving you earlier, another part of the process that you have very little control over is the appraisal and the value coming in. So how do I help you control that? Most lending companies are using appraisal management companies. Where an appraisal management company is it's a third-party vendor that the lender has hired to find an appraisal. What they do is, and this is why sometimes if you're living in Boca, you'll see somebody coming in from Melbourne to do your appraisal. You say, why are you here? You don't know this local market. The reason is appraisal management companies work by looking in the area that the property exists and offering to put that appraisal order out there. Now, for the benefit of finding that appraiser, they keep about a third of the fee that they're charging the client. So they're saying, hey, who wants the remainder of this fee to do it? Well, some appraisers are saying, I don't want it. So they'll just keep expanding that sphere until they find somebody who's willing to accept that order. We don't work that way. We have an internal panel of appraisers that were all hand selected by Berkshire Hathaway agents. They said, these people are local, they're great to the area. So we have really great people who are local who are able to really make sure that we're getting the correct value on the appraisal and making sure that we're protecting your value. Because we go through that local appraisal process, we find that we have about half the occurrence rate of appraisals not meeting value. And if something doesn't come in right, we have an internal appraisal team, excuse me, that you can talk to. We can discuss it and we can determine, does this feel right? If everyone agrees that it doesn't feel right, we'll toss that appraisal out and we'll get a new one. Now, there's certain limitations there, obviously, when you look at VA loans and things like that. But the point that I'm making here is we're giving you a lot more control over the quality of the process. Now, if that's not enough reason to talk to us, the next slide that we sneak peeked a moment ago, we have a guarantee that says we'll meet or beat any offer that's out there. We'll give your client $250. All we ask is that we can see an actual estimate, loan estimate of the offer that they're getting to make sure that it's valid. I know I talk to friends all the time. They're like, I got this offer. And I'm like, did you get that in writing? They're like, no. And then I get it. And there's a lot of extra fees involved or things. So we just want to see that they're actually getting the offer. But we're very confident in what we can put on the table. Very confident that we can put our clients in the best spot. So not only am I going to make sure that your client is getting a good deal, I'm going to do it, as you saw in one of the earlier slides, at 4.97 out of 5 stars. So it's a great opportunity to talk to your clients. And if you look at yourself as a trusted advisor, then I know a lot of you are, it's important to know that in the NAR buyer profile, they showed that the average of 71% of people only talk to one lender. But people who talk to more than one lender save an average of over $1,000. So in operating in the best interest of your clients, it's a great idea when you have somebody who does come in with a pre-approval to ask them, have you had a second opinion on that? Have you had a second set of eyes on it? And the instruction I've given to my team is never talk someone into taking a worse deal. If they're getting a great deal, tell them it's a great deal and let them take it. So what I'll leave you with here before the end is we're here to help you. Like I mentioned at the beginning, we're a wholly owned Berkshire Hathaway company. We are operating in the best interest of Berkshire Hathaway. We want to be here to help you grow your business, to take stress off your plate. And there's no little asterisk at the end of that sentence that says, as long as I'm doing the loan. You're going to have questions on loans that have nothing to do with us. You have lenders that are doing things that aren't right, or you have loans that are going off the rails in the other part of the process. Talk to me and my team. We're here to help you, period, end of sentence, no matter where that loan is. If it helps to get you a closing, if it helps to get something to the finish line, if it helps to clarify something, it'll take stress off your shoulders. That's what we're here for. We want to help make your business as great as it can be. So I thank you all for being here. I hope I didn't put anybody to sleep. I am looking forward to meeting you all in your local markets, and congratulations on making the best decision out there to join the best group in the industry. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing day.
Thank you so much, Eric. That was great and all really good information. So our next presenter, pleased to introduce Rob Dutcher with Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. Rob, it's all yours.
Thank you, Stacy. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rob Dutcher. I'm the Business Development Manager for Florida Title and Guarantee. In addition to myself, a few other key people within the company you're going to see is Jeff Hall, who's the Division President, Sherry Roll, who's the Director of Operations, and then Kelly Davis, which is a Regional Manager. And the key to that is that on the bottom of everyone's emails, you're going to see their emails. So if you ever have a question, a concern, anything like that, you can reach out to them directly. This slide is one of my favorite slides because it's default information. Once again, we have a commitment to superior customer service. That's true. Every title company in the entire world says the same thing: customer service, customer service, customer service. The difference from me being in the business for 21 years and working at different title companies is that we're actually in your office. So we're with you. So a question about your file or a question about a file that maybe has nothing to do with us, obviously we're always there with you. The other thing we also do is we have dedicated licensed title representatives. And what that means is the same thing as when you get your real estate license. So we do not have to be licensed in the state of Florida in order to do what we do. However, we make sure that every one of our closers is licensed. It helps, obviously, because we're up to date with everything. We take continuing education, everything like that, just like you do. So we offer industry expertise training within our branch offices throughout the state. And since we're in your office, obviously we conduct all of our face-to-face closings at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices offices. So you do not have to tell your buyer or seller where to go next. Go down here, find this company, do this. You'll know because it's your office and that's where we're at with you. Your customers close with trusted FTGA employees in your office, and any last minute changes can be addressed immediately with limited delays. So unlike a title company in the past where I would go and close at a real estate office and then there was an issue and I had to go and figure out how to get it and email it to here and do all that fun stuff, our desk is in that office. So we close where you close, which is also where we sit. And then obviously agents are paid directly at closing, which is a big advantage. No more chasing down your checks, trying to figure out where that's at. Are you following back up with title companies, things like that. And then now on to the life of the file. So this kind of shows everything. On the left-hand side, you're going to see Eric's side of everything, right? So that's our mortgage side. The buyers would go ahead and meet with the mortgage company. They do the loan application, all that fun stuff. They'll get all their information gathered, loan application submitted for approval. The buyer gets approved, and then we're going to see that's where the mortgage part comes over on our left-hand side. Obviously, while all of that's going on, you're out selling, you're getting the deal, and the contract and the deposit comes into us as the title company. After that, we do what's called a title search and an examination. We issue what's called a title commitment. The processor will go ahead and obtain surveys, payoffs, any figures over from the loan side, an insurance policy, anything like that. And then what that title search is and what we actually do for a living. It includes a history of any conveyances, liens, judgments, anything like that on the property. So if somebody has a lien, then we'll make sure that it's paid off at closing. If somebody has payoff, we're going to make sure it's closed. If somebody has an old outstanding, somebody has a random deed, we'll go ahead and clear that up as well. Okay, so the title commitment is what we issue so that you can see what's there. And then our final product is going to be down at the bottom in just a few minutes, which is called a title policy. So once we've done all of our stuff, you're going to see the closer will receive all of our information. Lender revises anything they need to add on to it. We'll get our closing instructions and our documents from our lender. We'll go ahead and prepare our documents as well as any documents they have. We'll close and fund once again within the office that you're used to being in. After that, we record all the documents and then we issue that title policy. That title policy lets your buyer know that they own that property free and clear, meaning that if somebody were to come back and say, oh, that's my house, we actually insure that. So where it's unlike your insurance for like your car where you're paying for something that may or may not happen in the future, we're actually insuring everything from that date backwards. So if somebody comes back, that's where our title policy, our title insurance comes into play. The next slide goes over the information needed at the beginning. Now this applies to both us as a title company and any other title company you may use for any other reason. So the more information supplied in the beginning, the smoother the transaction, okay? Contract should have clear legal description, full name of the parties, seller's existing title policy if they have it, and the information sheet, make sure that the lists the names to be on the deed. So who's going to hold title? What's their marital status? What's the contact information? All addendums that you get throughout the process, important information like, hey, it's a mail away. There's a power of attorney. The property's held in a trust or a cooperating broker information. All of that information is key because obviously our goal is to make you look as good as possible. That's really what we do for a living. We will sit there and make sure that you look good to your buyer and or your seller because real estate is all word of mouth. So they're not going to blame us. They're going to try and blame you. So we always make sure that if you have information, we want you to send it over to us, not to delay anything. So if it's a mail away closing, then usually a week before we want to start sending things out and getting things done, rather than if it's not a mail away, then obviously people are going to come and see us. Any updates on the closing changes, it's important to work with the buyer, the mortgage company, and the seller on the closing dates. If there's any changes, make sure you forward to us, and including any changes via the addendums. All customers that select and close with FTGA are covered with a free of charge for 1 year Experian identity protection service. So when they close with us, we'll give the protection service automatically. It includes credit monitoring as well as coverage for up to $1 million should their identity be stolen to assist with recovery. Obviously, one of the big things we face in our worlds today is identity theft and fraud. So as a complimentary thing, you're going to see that we offer this at every single one of our closings for free. And the next thing we're going to take a look at is the FTGA exchange. It goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about. So wire fraud is on a pace that nobody really understands unless you're in the business. I think it's something like $1 billion or something crazy is what it was last year. Essentially people stealing wire information, changing the information so that you wire the money to the wrong place. FBI, all that fun stuff tries to do it. So one of the things we do to help secure this is we've introduced the FTGA exchange. Information submitted through the exchange is more secure than paper and email. Obviously, if you email me, then it's just in my email. Now, if somebody spoofs my email and sends you an email back, maybe you don't notice. It reduces the risk of fraudsters intercepting non-public information or NPI and other financial information, and it uses what's called MFA or multi-factor authentication. So just like we do with probably Facebook or Google or whatever it may be, your iPhone, you'll get a text that says, is this really you, to your phone that you've set up from the very beginning. Using the exchange, buyers and sellers can log in to view active and closed transactions from their dashboard. That's where they get their wire instructions to make sure that they're secure. They can securely chat with us through there. They can securely submit documents through there and then receive documents if they wish as well. Also, you as the agent, any file you close with us will always be on there. So if you wanted a copy of the deed or the policy or something like that, they'll be on there if you ask for them to be posted over to you. Then that way, if your buyer or seller comes back to you after the fact, you always have the information, you always have the documentation to give to them right away. The other thing we offer is the FTGA fee sheet app. And once again, like I've talked about previously, previous title companies, all of that fun stuff. Every title company will try and sell the fee sheet app in some capacity. The problem we run into is that we have 40 offices across the state, so we have different fees. So this had to be built from the ground up just for us. And when that came about, it happened that I know how to do it. So myself and a partner that I have actually built ours from the ground up to be just for Florida Title and Guarantee. It's available on both the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. It allows agents to run their own fee sheets on demand. So you're at the grocery store with your big I'm a realtor shirt on. Somebody says, oh, you're a realtor. I've got a house. I'd like to sell it. What could happen? And then you could go ahead and actually do the fee sheets, and it can be sent in a PDF directly to the clients. Just a few slides, you're going to see you sign in with Apple. If it's an Apple phone, you select your closing office, your transaction type, you can put in all the information, and in the very end, you can see the fee sheet. Now, the fee sheet also saves into what's called your files section in your iPhone, and I'm sure there's something similar in an Android. So it'll also be in there in case you ever need it historically to go back and grab it. The other thing we use is Zocam, and it allows you to capture earnest money deposit on the go. So rather than holding that check that somebody's given to you or taken to the office or something like that, either you or them can actually use the Zocam app to put it through. Same way I put checks into a bank. I don't think I've been to a bank in 5 years. Essentially, you sign front, they're going to sign back, and then you can go ahead and deposit it. It'll automatically come over to us, and we'll go ahead and give a credit to it on the file, send out the confirmation. They'll also get a digital confirmation when it's done so that you and your buyer will have that as well. And the other thing is a title search offered at listing. So as we know, houses are changing, the market is changing, and one of the things that we offer is called a title search offered at listing, meaning that if you're trying to get the seller to sell and maybe they're trying to figure out what they're going to do, we'll actually do a title search for you for free. Title search will show anything that's owing on it, making sure that they don't have anything outstanding that they didn't know about. So maybe they took out a loan for their air conditioning, and now there's a lien for it on there that they forgot about. Maybe they took out a second mortgage that they forgot about, things like that. So that way they have the title commitment, you guys can take a look at it, and you'll be ready to close. And once again, I thank everybody for giving me a few minutes of your times. Obviously, we want you to use us, but we also understand that there are other choices out there. So talk to the person in your office, talk to your broker, talk to the title company, and hopefully you give us a chance. Thanks so much, Stacy.
Great. Thanks so much, Rob. That was all really good information. We even had a really good suggestion from one of our attendees today. She wanted to use that life of a file as a social post. So we'll get that created for you and make it available to you on our intranet. So thank you for that. All really good information. I love that FTGA stays up on all of the technology to make the transactions close as smoothly as possible and offer the best services in the industry to our customers. For our sales professionals. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our partner at American Home Shield for the very first time, Tracy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us. It's all yours.
Thank you so much, Stacy. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm Tracy from American Home Shield, and we are a proud partner of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty. You know, one of the advantages of being part of the Florida Realty team is their family of services. So it is our privilege and pleasure to be able to partner with them, as they only partner with the best of the best of the best. So American Home Shield, we have been doing this for more than 50 years. We take a lot of pride in being one of the biggest and one of the best in the industry. We've got the largest vendor network, and we have an entire team of executives dedicated just for y'all at Florida Realty. So in your offices, they're all well stocked with marketing materials as well as our business cards. And you'll notice the first number on that business card is our cell phone. It's not a toll-free number where you press pound for a directory. So we want you to reach out to us with those warranty-specific questions, as well as anyone that might be experiencing a service issue or a coverage question. Once again, it's our pleasure to be at your service. Now, the question I always like to ask a new group is for someone to tell me the difference between home warranty and home insurance. As real estate professionals, I know y'all know the answer to this, but home buyers, especially new home buyers or even experienced home buyers, they're never really sure where their insurance coverage may kind of stop and what exactly a home warranty is and how it can protect them or help them. So I always like to tell folks or give a 1 or 2 sentence example, and that is home insurance is going to cover the structure of the home. It's going to cover acts of God, nature, and man. If you have a fire or a theft, you know, that's going to be home insurance. Home warranty covers the mechanical systems inside the home from breakdown, you know, repair and replacement. The average AC replacement cost has gone up to almost $8,000 in the state of Florida. And if it breaks, you know, that's a major repair that's really expensive. They can't call insurance for it if it just breaks. Now, if someone steals it or it goes up in a fire, that's something that they can use insurance for. So home warranty offers great protection for your home buyers and also for your home sellers. It'll protect them from things that might come up in home inspections with seller's coverage, as well as requests from buyers in regards to ages of systems. I'll talk to you more about that in just a second. We can go to the next slide, please. So at American Home Shield, we've got 3 plans that are available to you. And you don't need to take copious notes on this because I'll do a little meeting recap that I can send Stacy to send out to y'all. But to give you a little bit of an overview, we have our Shield Essential Plan. And the Shield Essential Plan is going to cover the major systems in the home: heating, AC, plumbing, electrical, ductwork, water heaters. It also covers some other things like garage door openers and doorbells, but those are the real big ticket items, the major systems. Our Shield Plus plan is going to cover all the systems plus all the appliances. So all the systems I just named, plus your refrigerator, dishwasher, range, oven, stove, built-in microwave, garbage disposal, and once again, your whole house fans, garage door openers, doorbells, ceiling fans, things like that. And then our Shield Complete plan is our most comprehensive coverage, and it's going to cover all the systems, all the appliances, and it's also going to include some extras. And some of those extras are roof leak repair coverage. It's going to, with the Shield Complete plan, they can get a free rekey with it. You can use rekey on any of the plans. With the Shield Complete plan, it is free. With the Essential or the Plus, you would simply pay the service fee to get that rekey service. The real big differentiators with that Shield Complete plan from the Plus plan is going to be the increased appliance coverage limit, which would be $7,000 per appliance per call out. On the Shield Plus, that's $4,000. Now, once again, I'm talking about appliances, not systems. So appliances are going to be refrigerator, dishwasher, range, oven, stove, built-in microwave. For your systems, on any of the plans, there is no overall limit. So I don't have an overall HVAC limit or an overall electrical limit. On the Shield Plus plan, once again, just for appliances, it's $4,000. On the Shield Complete plan, it is $7,000. And will you go back for me for just one more minute? The other really big differentiator, and in my opinion, the biggest differentiator with the Shield Complete from the Essential and the Plus is that the Shield Complete plan will cover unlimited AC refrigerant costs. I always, whenever you call me and you ask me about plans, I'll ask you how old that AC is. If it's an older AC that's got that old R22 really expensive Freon, I'll recommend the Shield Complete every time, because right now in Florida, that old refrigerant's running at about $140 a pound. The Essential and the Plus, once again, does cover the AC system itself, but it has a limit on AC refrigerants where American Home Shield only covers $10 a pound towards the cost of AC refrigerants. Not that big of a deal with the newer refrigerant with Puron. Very big deal when it comes to Freon, which is the old refrigerant. And you'll see that pop up. Actually, it comes up in red on your home inspection reports. Home inspectors love to say, this AC is X number of years past its useful life. It has R22, which is becoming obsolete. Recommend replacement. Well, with American, and we can go to the next slide. With American Home Shield, as long as that system is working as it should at the moment in time the warranty goes into effect, which for your buyers is day one, day of closing, it's covered, and it's covered immediately. So we don't care about the age of the system. We don't care if it's the old refrigerant, just as long as it's working as it should at the moment in time that the warranty goes into effect, it'll be covered, and it'll be covered immediately. So one of the things that really separates out American Home Shield from our competitors is really our coverage. We're one of the only home warranty companies out there that will cover failure due to lack of maintenance. So I'll say that one more time. We're one of the only home warranty companies out there that will cover failure due to lack of maintenance. Very important for y'all, because whether you're working with buyers or sellers, once that transaction is complete, that new homeowner, even if it was meticulously maintained, will never have records of how it was maintained and when it was maintained. So American Home Shield will cover failure due to lack of maintenance. The other really big one, which I kind of already touched on, is the undetectable pre-existing conditions. For the most part, any insurance and any home warranty typically doesn't cover anything pre-existing. American Home Shield will cover undetectable pre-existing. So once again, what that means for you and for your customers is as long as those covered items are working as they should at the moment in time that the warranty goes into effect, you can't see that it's broken, you didn't get a home inspection report that said this is not working properly, it is covered, and it is covered immediately. We can go to the next slide. So American Home Shield, we do take a lot of pride in the service that we provide. Like I mentioned earlier, we've got the largest vendor network. We pay the most claims. One of the reasons for that is because we do cover failure due to lack of maintenance. Most home warranty companies don't cover that because remember, home insurance covers acts of God, nature, and man. Home warranty covers mechanical systems from breakdown from normal wear and tear. Most home warranty companies do not consider lack of maintenance normal wear and tear. So we are industry leaders and trailblazers in covering failure due to lack of maintenance. We can go to the next slide. And I am Tracy Blaylock, and I service the Gainesville and Ocala areas. Hopefully I have some Gainesville and Ocala folks on today. Hello, I look forward to seeing you in person. As I mentioned earlier, we've got a whole team put together to service all of you. We've got Saud in Southeast Florida, Joey in Southwest Florida, Terry in the Tampa area, and Lisa in the Orlando area. And it is all of our pleasure to be at your service. And when I do send that meeting recap, I'll make sure that I include contact info for each and every one of us. Stacy, thank you so much for letting me be a part of today. And I look forward to seeing everybody in person just as soon as I can.
Great. Thank you so much, Tracy. All really good information to add to our sales professionals tool belt, especially when it comes to covering the properties, even at the time they take the listing or at the time of closing to cover their buyers. So all good information.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much. Thanks for being here. So just
Thank
a
you. Have a
reminder,
great day.
you too. Thanks, Tracy. So Linda Lindenmoyer, again, is our Vice President of Relocation and Referrals, and she is available to you to answer your questions when it comes to anything about relocation referrals. And you can email her or just call her, and she's happy to assist. So a little bit about our relocation department. So putting a name with a face. Not only is there Linda in the department, but there's also Monica McBride, who's our relocation manager, and Adrian Valadares, who is our relocation and referral coordinator. Hopefully all of you have spoken to either Monica or Adrian on a referral question. Maybe you have, you're helping somebody that's moving out to Iowa or California or somewhere else, and they're looking for a professional realtor that you can refer them to within our network. Monica and Adrian are there to assist you. Maybe you work with a company, maybe it's a previous company, and they have some needs for relocation, and you want to get with them and maybe have a meeting with them and see what you can offer them, or just see what your resources are as being part of the our company within the relocation and referral department. So one of the biggest things, again, networking. Carol had shared with you not only our Berkshire Hathaway Global Network member map that shows all of the other Berkshire Hathaways around the world that we network with, and as well as being part of Home Services of America and networking with all of those other iconic brands that you saw on the screen, like Intero Real Estate, Long and Foster, Ebby Halliday. All of those are part of our Home Services and Home Services of America family, which we have opportunities to for referrals back and forth as well. But we belong to one of the largest referral networks in the world through Home Services Relocation. We're a member of the worldwide ERC, which is the Employee Relocation Council, and Linda's a member of the Relocation Directors Council as well. So we think referrals, we think relocation, but our referral department is a central source for transaction information. We receive incoming referrals and we place your outgoing referrals. All referral agreements must be signed by the relocation department, and all referral fees are paid through our relocation department. They review referral agreements, make sure they're on the up and up. We make sure that you get paid accurately, the verbiage is correct. We send out checks accurately to the brokers. So it's just there to kind of cover you and protect you when you're working with referrals. And we are the approved and preferred company in our Florida markets with all of these relocation companies that you see on the screen. And we're very proud of that fact. And it's because of you, all of you are hardworking sales professionals and who work with these companies professionally and have that opportunity to work those referrals. And we are an award-winning relocation department. And through Lexicon Relocation, through BGRS, and through Bristol, We receive awards, again, based on what you do out in the field. So it's really, really means so much for us, for you to be part of our company, and if you're interested in being part of our relocation and referral team. So from across the country, we work broker to broker referrals, corporate relocation, and again, our department manages that information. We follow up with the referring agents, we communicate with customers, there's reporting that is due, and most importantly, we make sure that referral fees are paid to the broker. So a couple of the things, regardless if you're on the corporate relocation team, you can refer anybody anytime to pretty much anywhere around the world. With you being a licensed realtor in Florida, you can refer anybody anywhere. So think about that. Think about outgoing referrals. Think about all your friends. A lot of from wherever you know people, Michigan, New York, wherever they are, you can assist them by referring them to one of our partners in anywhere around the states or around the world. Think about for sale by owners, past customers, your farm area. Maybe you're picking up somebody from doing floor time, or you're hosting an open house and somebody needs assistance, whether they're moving to or out of the area. So there's an e-card that's available to you on the Resource Center. If you just search for "Are you moving?" or "relocation," or and this is a great e-card for you to send out to all of your contacts, just maybe even once a month. Reach out to everybody, and it says what you can do with them by referring them to one of our network partners, pretty much anywhere around the world. So, looking for your next home, or do you have a home to sell? This is just a great way to stay in touch with your customers by offering this service from you being a real estate forever agent professional. So now you have somebody that's interested that you can refer, place an outgoing referral for. How do you do it? So there's an outgoing referral worksheet. There's an online submission form, and you can find this on the intranet. You just fill out that information, and it immediately sends it to our relocation department. And the referral is imported into our system automatically. You receive a copy of the referral once it's assigned to the broker in your destination area. You can also request to speak to an assigned agent prior to your customer being contacted, and you will also receive a regular update from the assigned broker. So if you think about it, even if you have one of your preferred realtors, maybe you went to a networking event and you have a realtor that you work with maybe in California that you kind of refer back, you can just put their name on, and we're happy to make sure that they refer. Obviously, we prefer if they're another Berkshire Hathaway realtor or within the Home Services of America family. That's our preference. But the way that you find the outgoing referral worksheet, it's easy, fast, online. All you need to do is go to our intranet and go on to the tools and resources, and in the relocation referral department, you'll see that area that comes up. There's also this form. It's available in your offices. The form is located on our intranet, but super easy and helpful is that there's a QR code. So you can actually scan that QR code from the form as well, and it takes you to the online submission form. So anywhere, anytime, I would save that link. Once you click on that QR code, I would save that link, bookmark it, and you can quickly and easily fill out that information, and it automatically will be sent to our relocation department. Super easy. So let's think about that. Let's do the math. So if you take a $250,000 sale and just at a 60% split, you would make over $1,000 just by placing that referral for doing pretty much 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes of work. So think about if you did that every 8 weeks or maybe even once a month. That's a lot of extra money in your pocket. Super simple, easy way to think about that. So again, any questions you have regarding our relocation or our referral department, you can reach out to Linda or any member of her team, and they're happy to assist. So again, now I get to go over and review all of our e-commerce and marketing tools from a company standpoint. Again, this is just an overview and a review. I'm going to go through this information pretty quickly, but the good thing is that you're going to have access to all of these slides, and you can use them any way you want to. Maybe you like something you want to incorporate into your listing presentation or make it part of your buyer presentation when you're talking to a new customer. but you can have access to all of these slides, and as well, we are recording this session too, so you'll get a link to this recording too, so you can reference it back if you need to. So from standpoint, BHHS.com is the brand's global network website. The website is translatable in 12 different languages and about 47 different currencies. So no matter where the buyer comes from around the world, they can switch the language and feel comfortable and search in their own language. So it's kind of a good thing to share with your sellers when you're on that listing appointment. Again, you want to make yourself, your presentation, just blow your sellers out of the water, especially if you're competing for that listing. We want you to give you the tools to win that listing every single time you go on an appointment. So you'll appear here on this website, all of your listings appear here on this website, and you are the contact on all of your listings. Consumers can actually also search by language and or designation. As Carol mentioned, if you fluently speak another language, we want to make sure that that's added to your online profile. So let us know. You can actually adjust that information in your profile whenever you're logged into the Resource Center. Or you can let us know, and we'll also let our relocation department know as well. So I would search for you, just kind of do a test, maybe in the next couple of days, put it on action item to go to bhhs.com and find you just like a consumer would. And on your agent details page, your photo, your contact information, if you have any professional designations, if you currently have active listings, they should display. And closed transactions, I'm pretty sure they can go back up to 24 months, depending on your MLS. So those should appear there as well. And the world's a big place. We have a global syndication strategy that strives to capitalize on consumer preferences and search patterns to keep our listings in front of the world's most serious and qualified home buyers. So we have a PDF that you can download and take with you and make a part of your listing presentation. This is just called Presenting Your Home to the World. It shows the top countries and how many times BHHS.com gets viewed. And this is downloadable on the Resource Center too. We also have a global syndication, another form of this PDF. It's just kind of another way that we're attracting consumers from all around the globe, especially here in Florida. We are a destination state. We're super lucky to have that position. So we Resource Center a lot. This is the intranet for all 50,000 Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices global network members across the world. And every one of us should have your username and password to log in. If you don't know what it is, you can reach out to the customer success team. You can, and they're there to answer any of your questions regarding anything on the Resource Center. So you can call them, you can email them, you can chat with them, whatever is your preference, they're at your service. And they're available, I think, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So reach out when it's convenient for you as well. First time you log into the Resource Center, again, on the upper right-hand corner, you'll see your profile. And that's just a great way just to review your information, make sure your all of your contact information is correct, your MLS agent IDs are correct. If you see anything funny or that needs changed, you can reach out to your manager or you can reach out to the customer success team too. So Sage CRM, I'm going to go over some of the tiles that you see whenever you log in. Sage CRM is where you would manage leads that come in from BHHS.com. But it's also a place where you can market your listings, create seller activity reports, get market reports, and more. So when you get a lead from the BHHS.com website, this is kind of what it's going to look like. So this can be if somebody inquires on your profile and asks you a question, or if they're looking at one of your listings and puts in an inquiry. This is what the lead looks like. So you want to add this email address to your address book on your phone, in your contacts, lead notifications at bhhs.com, because we want to go directly into your inbox and it will have the information on that contact. Back to the homepage of the Resource Center. One of the other tiles is Marketing Resource. This is your one-stop online location for your marketing materials. Whether you're looking to do a flyer for a new listing, maybe you're holding an open house, maybe you just sold a property, maybe you wanted to send out a monthly newsletter, those templates are all available. Maybe you're looking for a social post, maybe you wanted to send a video, maybe you wanted to send your resume. All of these templates, there's over 3,000 templates that are available for you. in the Resource Center, and a lot of those have MLS integration. And what that means is that when you take a listing into the MLS, within about 24 to 48 hours later, that listing is now available in your marketing resource, where you just select that MLS number and all of those assets from that listing, like the photos, the address, the details, the bedrooms, bathrooms, all that comes into whatever template you're working with. Super easy. One of the other things I wanted to point out is the Forever Agent Marketing System assets. There's a whole entire banner. So whenever you log into the Resource Center, you can click on the Forever Agent Marketing System, and there's right now over 168 assets, all surrounding the Forever Agent Marketing. Again, you are a Forever Agent with Berkshire Hathaway. You're their go-to agent for life. You want to connect with your customers, and we provide you with all of the resources that allow you to do that. So another thing, video. If you're looking to do video in your 2023 strategy, there's a tab in your marketing resource called Video Cast by Social Boost. It's getting ready to be rebranded to Video Buzz, but this is, you have access to create videos, whether you want to do a market share video, maybe a welcome video, maybe just thanking one of your new sellers. You can do that all in the Video Cast by Social Boost, and there's more to come on that as well. If you want to learn how to do anything, you have access to Learn Center. Learn Center 2.0 is at your fingertips. There's so many resources available to you. If you're with Sage CRM, maybe you wanted to do business planning. Maybe you wanted to learn more about luxury marketing, what you can do. Maybe you wanted to learn more about video cast. You can search for pretty much any topic and get the resources that you need. For some of our sales professionals within our company, you have access to commercial resource. If you do commercial real estate and you want this access, just ask your manager and they're happy to provide this resource for you. The way that you find the commercial resource is by this tic-tac-toe looking thing in the upper left-hand corner of the Resource Center. It's called the App Launcher. When you click on that, you'll see the apps that are included in that area. One of those is commercial resource. This will take you over to a dashboard where you can set up your profile. If you have commercial properties, you can add all of your commercial properties in the dashboard as well. And those appear on the bhhscre.com website. And this is where your commercial properties can be displayed. This is where you can see who are other commercial agents within the Berkshire Hathaway network. And this is, if you're a commercial agent, you can post your profile as well. So back to the homepage of the Resource Center, you have actually 2 CRMs with our company that you can use. Sage CRM, which I already talked about, and then Lead Resource CRM. Lead Resource CRM, whenever you click on that, it will take you over to your dashboard. And this is has available contacts. You can import your contacts. There's a calendar, there's email marketing, there's action plans that are available. And again, same thing, you want to, first time you log over there, you want to make sure your profile is correct. But a couple of things, you can send a quick email in there if you wanted to. You can set up action plans in there. So there's just a lot of resources, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. The thing about Lead Resource is that, I'll talk about that in just a minute, but any lead that comes in from our company site at bhhsfloridarealty.com or as a Prima agent, your Prima website, those leads are managed through Lead Resource. So the next tab I'm going to talk about is Buyer Match. We have the upgraded version of Buyer Match for all of our sales professionals. It's called Buy Side. They were they were rebranded as Percy. But this is a system that allows you to capture seller leads, win more listings, and close more transactions. But one of the things I wanted to just kind of point out is you have your home valuation website. This is pretty much your own Zillow. You can use this any way you want to, and it's designed to be advanced lead generation for sellers. So make sure you know what your home valuation URL is, and it is branded to you, only to you. You can use it any way you want to. It's where people can put in and enter an address and get back 3 estimates of value automatically. And if they sign up to get that report monthly, it's a lead generator for you. Or if they ask you a question of why there's such a big range of value, it's also a lead generator for you. And Again, you can access your home valuation URL today, and it's the same for everybody in our company. It's propertyvalues.bhsfloridarealty.com/your email address. So whatever the email address that you have set up in the resource center, that's the extension that you put on the end of propertyvalues.bhsfloridarealty.com, and that is your home valuation URL. Try it out today. If you see anything other than just your contact information on this link, let us know, because we'll get that quickly updated for you, but you should see your contact information. So social media resource. Social media resource is available to keep your social sphere informed. And you just log into the resource center, click on social media resource, and you're going to see two options. You're going to see Soci and Ace Social. Soci is a social media management platform that kind of localizes and personalizes content that's created by the global marketing team, and it allows you to pretty much elevate your social media presence. A social, on the other hand, is designed for you to pretty much set it and forget it. You can set up your Facebook business page, you can set up links to your LinkedIn account, your Twitter feed, and there's also a way to connect your Instagram account as well with posts. But this is where articles and posts are professionally written and done by our friends at RAS Media on your behalf. Everything is branded to you, all real estate relevant content. You look very professional. If you've ever asked yourself a question of what do I post on my social media, just set up your Ace Social connections on your Facebook business page and your Twitter account or your LinkedIn account, and you're all set to go. And it's really, really nice marketing that gets pushed. So we had a question. It says, when they register on your property valuation website, will the lead go directly to me or to the company? And is it a referral fee? No, it should go absolutely directly to you. And there's no referral fee. That is just a way for you to generate leads. Thank you, Kevin, for that question. It's nice to see you today. If you have any questions on that, just let me know. All right, benefits and discount. Carol had mentioned that with your affiliation with Berkshire Hathaway, you have access to a lot of benefits and discount. This is how you find it. So on the Resource Center, just click on the benefits and discounts tab at the top, and you'll see a slew of partners that we have relationships with. But a couple of the ones that I wanted to point out, if you're looking to get a new car, we have a relationship with Ford, BMW. If you have your mobile service with AT&T, I think T-Mobile is a partner, as well as Verizon, make sure you're getting the benefit of that discount too. And that's home. We are your team, from the brokerage side to the mortgage side to the insurance side with HomeServices Insurance and our partners at Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. Reach out to them. We're all in this together. But a couple of our other preferred service partners, if you have an opportunity to do business with them, we know their customer service, we know their values, we know that their commitment to you. Through Amerispec Home Inspection, VHT for professional photography, Wall Street Journal, American Home Shield in our home warranty space, Express Docs for print mail marketing, and Unique Homes for luxury marketing. And RPR, just wanted to point out, as a realtor, you have access to RPR. And if you haven't done so already, you want to set up your account. If you go to narrpr.com, create your account, and you'll have access to so much valuable information from not only properties, but also neighborhoods and cities and farm areas. You really get to delve deep into your specific farm area by using this tool. The first step is to set up your account. The second step is to download the app. So you could be driving around and somebody has a question on a piece of property or a home. You could just pull it up on your RPR and look at the information. You can create a seller report in there if you wanted to, or a buyer report. It's just a wealth of information that's at your fingertips. And we have a relationship with them. We rebrand our reports. We have our service partners built in. It just elevates your professionalism within the industry. So let's talk about some of our company initiatives. We have one of the best luxury collection of Florida marketing programs in the industry. And this provides maximum exposure for you and your luxury listing. And we partner with Unique Homes. And we're getting ready to roll out and introduce a completely new look for our luxury collection. I don't want to give away too much, but it's going to be fabulous. And it's we partnered with Unique Homes and Prestige, and all of our luxury collection of Florida marketing program is 100% company paid. Yep, it's all company paid. We just want you to promote it. So our new collection, new luxury collection of Florida magazine is brand new for 2023. Starting this year, we will now be inserted into the nationwide edition of Prestige magazine, which is Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices luxury magazine. And we're partnering with them all 3 editions in the spring, summer, and fall. Like I said, it's getting ready to come out, I think at the end of this month, maybe the beginning of February, and we're super excited for you to see the new edition. You're going to have copies in your offices, and all of the listings that you have in our luxury collection program are advertised for the life of the listing. And we offer additional online exposure for your luxury homes as well. And we pay for a professional photographer through our partners at VHT to go out to the property, meet you there, and take 20 high resolution photos that you can use in your marketing and we can use in our marketing as well. So we do have a couple of requirements. Like I said, it's 100% company paid. All we need you to do is talk about it whenever you're on a listing appointment. The property has to be in at least the top 10% of the market area. You have to get a 6-month listing agreement and at least a 3% commission on the listing side. All of this information, everything on the luxury program is available on our intranet as well. Your branch manager is well versed in it. All of the, each one of our offices has benchmarks for minimum price points too. All of that is on our intranet. And again, one of a kind program available to all of you is 100% company paid. We have our own in-house luxury collection of Florida manager, Michelle Serrano. She oversees the whole entire program. You can reach out to her with any questions. Maybe you needed a logo. Maybe you were thinking about, maybe you have an upcoming listing appointment and you want to know what all is involved. All of these resources are available on our intranet, but Michelle is more than happy to answer all your questions as well. So let's go ahead and continue with some of our other tools and technology and marketing tools. I talked about BHHS.com. I encourage you to do the same thing on BHHSFloridaRealty.com. You appear here. All of your listings appear here. You're the contact on all of your listings. And anytime somebody inquires on any of your listings, it goes directly to you. No referral fee is paid. And we want you to promote your listing on our company site as well. One of the things, if you needed it, if you're going on a listing presentation or you're working with some buyers and they kind of want to know what market trends are in the area, we have market trends that are available for you and all of our consumers on our company website. So if you go in the upper right-hand corner, that hamburger-looking 3-line thing, if you click on that, the menu comes up, and one of those options says market trends. For all of our major markets, we have links to all of our market trends. So all you do is select that, and you can actually drill down to pending listings, sold listings, new listings, off-market listings. You can do it by city. You can do it by zip code. You can do it by market area. All of these reports are at your fingertips on our company website. Indication. It's great to know where our listings go. Every time you go on a listing appointment, you want to make sure that you share this with your seller as well. All of our listings go on Realtor.com, Zillow. But just a quick tip, which we found out, that when you're entering a listing into the MLS, make sure to include the city, community, neighborhood, that detailed information in the property remarks. You want to include that. Even if it's in a field in the MLS, please include that information in the remarks section as well, because Zillow likes to use that information for their map-based searches on mobile devices. And that's where most people are accessing Zillow on their mobile device. So we want you to be included in that map. We also syndicate our listings with Financial Times of London on propertylistings.ft.com, wallstreetjournal.com, and for any listing that is $1 million and above, we also partner with Mansion Global, which is Wall Street Journal's premier luxury website too. We also send a data feed to the international MLS. So when you're talking to your seller and you're on that appointment, you can say, not only am I going to put your listing in the local MLS, but we partner with the international MLS to feature your property there as well. On globallistings.com, this is one of the top ranked real estate websites in the world. We have a data feed over to Global Listings as well. And we tweet about all of our new listings to all of our Twitter followers too. So a little bit about our digital marketing ad strategy. We partner with Chalk Digital, and we want you to win more listings while you're sellers. So anytime you take a new listing, put it into the MLS, within about 24 hours, you should be getting an email from ALP, which is the automated listing program, saying your digital ad is ready. When you get that, it's done automatically for you, but you have an opportunity to review this ad. And what happens is that if you don't do a thing, this ad is going to go out on your behalf, branded to you with that new listing, and it will run for 7 days within a 15-mile radius of that property to everywhere somebody has raised their hand and said they're interested in real estate. And this is on mobile phones, tablets, laptops, desktops, apps, all that stuff. And it's branded to you. But in order to elevate that experience for your seller, when you get that email notification from ALP, you want to log into your Chalk Digital dashboard. Log in your Chalk Digital dashboard and add your seller's email address to that campaign as well. Because that way your digital ad can follow your seller around for 7 days, everywhere they go on the web. And they'll get a report of the analytics of how their ad is performing. And you don't have to do a thing except add your seller's email address. So it's a great way to really market your digital ad strategy and make that part of your listing presentation too. So we provide a website for every one of our listings. The quickest and easiest way to get to your this website is to go to bhhsfloridarealty.com/the MLS number. And as a Prima agent, you can do the exact same thing, yourwebsite.com/MLS number. One of the things that I wanted to point out is on the property details page, consumers can request a showing in person or virtually. So you want to make sure that you point that out to your sellers too. Whatever that buyer feels more comfortable in scheduling a showing, they have access to do that. That property detail will also show you how many times the property's been viewed online. And this may be helpful for maybe if the property's been on the market for a few weeks and your seller's asking you how many times that property's been viewed. This is just a quick, easy way for you to get that number to them. And we talk about Prima a lot. That is our in-house technology platform that we offer to all of our sales professionals. It's an acronym that stands for Preferred Real Estate Internet Marketing and Mobile Advantage. If you're interested in learning more about Prima, maybe you've thought about you were getting a website of your own, you may want to check out primawebsite.com and see what it's all about. We connect it with your local IDX. You're the contact for all of the listings within your IDX on your website. We also link your home buyer match valuation website to your website. And that is the What is Your Home Worth Get Report link. It automatically links to your home valuation URL. We also put new construction on there. We have a subscribe to my newsletter on the news resource section, all to make all of this content available on your website. There's Google Translator, and it's all built in responsive design, which means that no matter how the consumer's looking at your website, they all have the same experience. All of our Prima agents also have Advantage Pro with Realtor.com, which means that all of your listings appear on Realtor.com, but you're the contact on your listings on Realtor.com as a Prima agent. And if somebody goes to Realtor.com as a Prima agent, wants more information on that listing, that lead goes directly to you. There's no referral fee at all. And again, if you're interested in signing up for Prima, you can do it. We're waiving the setup fee. It's $99 a month. And if you're an existing Prima agent, we now have an upgrade that's available to you. If you wanted your website to sit on an HTTPS, which is a secure server, as opposed to an HTTP, we now have that option. It's $60 for the year. Just email me. I'm happy to give you that information. All of our pre-made information can be found on our intranet at floridarealtyintranet.com. And that's where it is. To access our intranet, I know we talk about it a lot. It's separate from the Resource Center. FloridaRealtyIntranet.com is the intranet for all of our sales professionals among our 30 offices throughout the state of Florida. Everybody has the same exact username. It's Florida Realty. So whenever you go to Florida Realty Intranet, the username is Florida Realty. The password, however, is unique to your branch office. So if your branch office is 7525, 7533, 7545, whatever that 75 number is, that's the password to log in. If you're not sure what that number is, just ask your manager, your admin, branch office administrator, and they're happy to give that to you. Marketing materials that are available to you. We don't quite have our 2022 numbers out yet, so some of the information on our intranet still reflects 2021 numbers. We're still in the reporting process, so as soon as those get finalized, usually in March, we'll make sure to update all of that material. One of the things on the page of our intranet is our digital flip books, and you have access to this. This is a digital listing presentation. You can use this any way you want to. Right now, you can go to floridarealtylistingbook.com, and it is a digital presentation of a listing presentation. And you can use it on a listing appointment as is. Maybe you wanted to download the full presentation yourself and just kind of pick and choose how you want to use it. Maybe you wanted to confirm up an appointment. Let's say you're meeting with a seller tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Send this link ahead of time. Just wanted to confirm our appointment tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Feel free to browse our digital presentation at floridarealtylistingbook.com to give you an overview of what I offer as part of our marketing program. Like I said, all of our luxury collection of Florida materials are available to you, including logos if you need them online. So if you go to market your listings under the luxury collection of Florida marketing program, all of this information there as well. If you have a luxury property that would be part of our program, the application is on there too. We also have the Florida Do Not Call list. So if you're looking to cold call, you still need to check that Florida Do Not Call list to see if that number is on the Do Not Call list. And you can search up to 10 numbers in a time. It's great to become familiar with this. You can even check out your own number to make sure that that's on the Do Not Call list. And that Do Not Call rule does not apply to anybody that reaches out on your online. So if somebody reaches out to you first, you don't have to check the Do Not Call list. By them reaching out to you, they're giving you permission to contact them. This is just strictly cold calling. We also have links to our preferred service partners on our intranet, such as Express Docs. So if you're looking to do maybe a printed postcard to your farm area, we highly encourage you to use a professional service like Express Docs. We know that they have all of our approved templates, the disclaimers, the logos. They're professionally designed. They're all ready to go. They can even send it out to your sphere or your contacts or however you want to do it. There's all kinds of print marketing that's available to you on Express Docs. So we hope that you take advantage of their marketing. We also have a partnership with Toolkit CMA. So if you're looking to do kind of something different for your CMA, I know all realtors have access to the CMA that's available in their MLS. But if you're looking to elevate that and you're looking for something different, we do have a relationship with Toolkit CMA specifically for our associates, our sales professionals. It's $100 for the year if you're interested in signing up. We can get you set up in no time. There's listing presentations, for sale by owner presentations, buyer presentations, flyers, and it looks really nice on an iPad, iPhone, or tablet too. Paradigm. So we automate, not only do we automate your digital ads for you, we also automate your tours for you. And tours are created automatically through a data feed and fed into your Paradigm Marketing Suite account. As a professional with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty, you have your own Paradigm Marketing Suite. But all of your tours are automatically created on every one of your listings. We update it with price and status changes, but you can always access your tours by logging in. Maybe you wanted to add a video to your tour. Maybe you wanted to change the photos around. You can have access to that, but it's so much more than just tours. You can hold a virtual open house through your Paradigm account. You can hold a virtual walkthrough. You can chat with customers. You can integrate your Zoom, which means that your Paradigm Marketing Suite allows you to stay connected anywhere, anytime to your customers. So we want you to also wow your customers with Agent Icon. Agent Icon is a company paid benefit to all of you, our sales professionals. And if you haven't tried it out yet, you can do it even right now during this presentation. All you do is snap a photo, and I would do it in landscape mode, not portrait mode, on your mobile device. Take a picture of that image and text that image to the number you see on the screen, the 954-869-9543, and see what happens next. You instantly get back camera-ready branded images that can be used for social posts, for new listings, open houses, virtual open houses, happy customers, and more. Try it today. But if you have the image on your computer and it's easier for you to email that image, you can do that as well. And you can think of Agent Icon as your social media assistant. If you wanted to learn more about it, you can go to agenticon.com/BHHSFR and watch a 2-minute video to see how you can incorporate this tool into your daily marketing. And every day, you're going to start to receive, if you haven't done so already, posts from Agent Icon. The subject line says your daily social media content to post. So again, it usually comes in every day between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. You'll get this email and it'll have your image of the day. And it's all branded to Berkshire Hathaway. A lot of times they're geared towards selling, but you have a whole library that you can choose from. You download the image, upload it to your social media, and you're good to go for the day. We also have our Forever Concierge, which is a complimentary service for you and your customers. And Forever Concierge allows you, again, to elevate your marketing and be that realtor for life, have your customers for life. You can invite them into your moving concierge service. There is a personal concierge that is assigned to every one of your customers. And this is a place, if you are working with a buyer or a seller and they're moving, introduce them to your landing page. Make sure you get this set up today. And if you haven't done it already, you can email support@moveeasy.com and they can assist you with activating your Forever Concierge landing page. Because once you have your landing page set up, you want to invite your customers into that platform. And then once they close on a property, whether you're working with a buyer, you want to set them up with your home ownership dashboard. There's 2 different pieces to this puzzle, all branded to you, all really nice services. You can save your customers a lot of money with the services that they offer through moving services, through cable, internet, TV, phone, streaming, all that stuff. All of this information can be found on the homepage of our intranet under the Forever Concierge program. But if you wanted to really go into how to use the Forever Concierge service with your customers, there's a 22-minute video that's embedded in this presentation, but the link is also available on the intranet. So just wanted to point that out. One of the questions just came in. What was the website again for the digital listing book? It's FloridaRealtyListingBook.com. Great question. Thanks. Real Scout. Real Scout is another company paid platform that it combines revolutionary buyer-driven data. It's connected with your MLS and allows you to win more listings and has the industry best home search experience that will help your buyers find the perfect home. So this is what your Real Scout dashboard looks like for your consumers, and they can search privately. But this is your account. And if you haven't activated your Real Scout account, you can reach out to your manager. They can reset it for you if you wanted to, but you can always email Real Scout as well, and they're happy to assist you. So Real Scout, again, it integrates with your MLS. And I suggest you setting yourself up first within your Real Scout account, maybe in your farm area, to see how it works. And then you want to add your customers in it. It engages your customers with smart, intelligent, conversational text automatically on your behalf. It's super cool. It kind of learns what the preferences of your buyers and sellers through the platform. So why do you want to use this as opposed to maybe your MLS? Well, the reason why you may want to use your Real Scout platform is it's a private search instance that's all branded to you. There's no ads, no distractions, no other realtors, and it really allows you to stay connected to your customers. And it provides really good results that integrate with your MLS. But like I said, it learns your customer preferences. And it allows you to identify red hot conversion moments. You can set up listing alerts for your buyers, market activity reports for your sellers. And again, if you wanted to activate your account, have any questions about your account, just email support@realscout.com to get started. But all this information can be found on our intranet under the tools and resources section as well. I know that Rob with Florida Title and Guarantee had mentioned that you can send escrow money deposits through the Zocom app, the Zocom app, but we also have an online escrow deposit feature. If Florida Title and Guarantee is not holding escrow, you can use this platform as well for your customers. You just go to bhhsfloridarealty.com, scroll down to the bottom where it says online escrow deposit, and all of that information is directly on there too. For all of our forms, we use Form Simplicity. We have the Ultimate Edition for all of our sales professionals where you get unlimited e-signing, unlimited transaction storage, and you can access Form Simplicity from your MLS, or you can go to bhhsfr.formsimplicity.com. The importance of email. We rely heavily on email, so we want to make sure that your branch office admin and your branch office manager has your latest and greatest email address. So if for some reason you change your email address, let them know. You got to change it in a lot of different places in your profiles. But make sure, most importantly, that you're receiving emails from us. And if you're not, let us know. Like this one. This is our industry insider. Every day you should be receiving an email from Ray. And this allows you to just stay on top and up to date with everything that's going on within the real estate industry from a national perspective. And this is just a great way for you to stay on top of things, but sometimes there's articles that you want to pass along to your customers too. We offer a lot of tools and resources at our company. We know that. We don't want you to get overwhelmed. If you have questions on any of our partners, any of our tools, we have this help flyer. You've probably seen it in your office, but I'll email it to you as well so you have it at your fingertips too. It has the resources for all of our partners, phone numbers, email addresses, and that kind of stuff. And we want you to lean in with your partners. I can't stress enough. We are your team, from the brokerage side to the mortgage side to the home insurance side, home warranty side, and our title partners. And you may want to just reach out to your mortgage consultant, maybe to get a financing flyer for one of your new listings. Like Rob mentioned, do a title search ahead of that listing presentation so you can go in there and talk to your seller intelligently about any issues that may come up on their title search. Or just get a quote from our insurance partner, Gabby. She is more than happy to even provide a quote for you on your own insurance so you can experience our partner's level of commitment to you and to our customers. And we're all in this together. So again, we're going to wrap up even quicker than 12:30. So happy that you joined us today. My contact information is on the screen. You can always email e-commerce at bhhsfloridarealty.com if you have any questions. And like I said, you'll also all get a copy of all of these slides that you can review, access. I'll give you a link to the video recording as well. So I'll stick around a little bit more. If anybody else has any other questions, really appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much, and we look forward to our continued success throughout the year. Have a great day, everybody.